In programming, one of the key concepts is reusability. This lesson will introduce you to the idea of reusable methods in Java. Understanding how to create and utilize methods won't only streamline your code, but also enhance its readability and maintainability. Let's dive into what methods are, how to create them, and why they're essential in Java programming. Don't worry if this feels new at first. This section covers what's a method. A method in Java is a collection of statements that perform a specific task. Methods allow you to encapsulate code that can be reused throughout your program. Instead of writing the same code multiple times, you can define a method once and call it whenever needed. This not only saves time but also reduces the likelihood of errors. Now, defining a reusable method. To define a method in Java, you need to specify the following components. Let's walk through the main points. First, access modifier. This defines the visibility of the method. Common modifiers include public, private, and protected. Next, return type. This indicates what type of value the method will return. If the method doesn't return a value, you use void. Also, method name. This is the identifier for your method. It should be descriptive of the task it performs. The full list is on the slide if you want to review it. The general syntax for defining a method in Java is as follows. See the example on this slide. Pause if you want to study the details. This section covers creating a simple method. Let's create a simple method that adds 2 integers and returns the result. We will define a method named addNumbers which takes 2 integer parameters and returns their sum. The samples on screen walk through this step. Take a moment to read through them. In this example, let's walk through the main points. First, the access modifier is public, making the method accessible from other classes. Next, the return type is int, indicating that the method will return an integer value. Also, the method name is addNumbers, which clearly describes its functionality. The full list is on the slide if you want to review it. Next, calling a method. Once a method is defined, you can call it from other parts of your program. Here's how you can invoke the addNumbers method. This slide introduces a class definition. Study the structure in the code sample. In this example, first we create an instance of the main class. Next, we call the addNumbers method with the arguments 5 and 10. Also, the result is stored in the result variable and printed to the console. Now, benefits of using methods. Reusable methods offer several advantages. First, code reusability. Methods can be called multiple times, reducing redundancy. Next, improved readability. Well-named methods can make your code easier to read and understand. Also, easier maintenance. If you need to update the logic, you can do so in one place without affecting other parts of your code. In this lesson, we explored the concept of reusable methods in Java. We discussed how to define a method, create a simple addition method, and call it within a class. Understanding methods is fundamental to writing efficient, organized, and maintainable Java code. Now put what you've learned into practice. First, create a method named multiplyNumbers that takes 2 integers as parameters and returns their product. Next, call the multiplyNumbers method from the main method and print the result. Also, experiment by passing different values to see how the method behaves.